Now let's look at another DM question from XAT 2017. A pastor had eaten at a restaurant with his troop of 10 and his family. ठीक है? Troop of 10 and his family. Okay. It is norm to tip the waiter, and about 20% of waiters' salary comes from these tips. Pastor went to the restaurant with his troop of 10 plus. It is a norm to tip the waiter, and about 20% of waiters' salary comes from these tips. Okay. Restaurant and tip का है कुछ. However, while paying the bill, the pastor crossed out the automatic 18% tip charged for parties of more than 8 and wrote. So he was automatically charged 18%. ठीक है? Of more than 8. That means whoever comes to this restaurant, if the group is of 8 plus, then the tip, the automatic tip that would be charged would be 18%. ठीक है? Now the pastor wrote, I give God 10%. Why do you get 18%? That means the pastor was pissed off. ठीक है? Pastor was pissed off. That means he wanted to give only 10%, 10% tip, but he was automatically charged 18%. And he wrote it where? Above his signature. Okay. The charged waitiness at the restaurant posted the photo of this on social media. Now the waiters who were serving this pastor posted the photo of this on social media. Now, as a consequence, she was fired for violating company's policy on customer privacy. She was subsequently fired. That means straight away fired. ठीक है? She posted this on social media, and after some time or straight away or immediate, the immediate follow-up action was she was fired. ठीक है? It is very important. Photo posted, fired. In between, what is the duration? We don't know. In between, what happened? We don't know. ठीक है? But we are forced to assume that this happened immediately. ठीक है? Because this was a violation of customer privacy and company's policy, so she was straight away fired. ठीक है? Now let's see. This would have been understandable if the restaurant, what is this? The firing of the waitress have been understandable if the restaurant had not posted just 2 weeks ago a customer receipt that was complimenting them. 2 weeks ago, this company or this restaurant had posted on social media about a customer was complimenting them. ठीक है? And due to the negligence of this waitress, what happened? She posted this negative PR image on social media about the restaurant. So 2 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, it was something positive about the restaurant, and after 2 weeks, it has become negative. Okay, so there comes the problem. Social media and social activists. Okay, social media and activists as well came heavily upon management's ambivalent stand. Ambivalent मतलब dual nature and firing of waitress. Ambivalent stand. Ambivalent मतलब एक टाइम पे the the restaurant is posting something positive about their restaurant, and at the same time something negative has been happening about the restaurant. Okay, and the other thing is firing of the waitress. This thing, positive and negative PR on social media and firing of the waitress, has been heavily criticized on social media and social activists as well. Now, in response to this, the company posted a note on the social media page defending their actions. Okay, so they were defending their actions. Whatever they have done was absolutely right. This quickly drew over 10,000 comments. Mostly negative. Mostly negative matlab more than 50% of the comments were negative. To which the management started responding by posting the same note over and over again. To combat this negative situation, they reposted their or retweeted whatever they had been posting earlier. There were also accusations of the company deleting negative comments and blocking users. Okay. The restaurant also experienced a sizable drop in their footfall. Now a lot of negative thing is happening for the restaurant. ठीक है. I hope the situation is clear. Now let's see what is the question asking us to do. Who or what is the main cause for the situation becoming unmanageable? The main cause for this situation becoming unmanageable. ठीक है. Now let's eliminate the choices. Option A, the pastor for flouting the norm of the restaurant. Why will the pastor or why will the customer be the main cause of this situation? Customer, he ate at the restaurant and whatever he felt like he did. It was either uh, why did this situation took place at the first place? Because the waitress posted this image on social media that I give God 10%. Why do you 18%? If this was not pasted or if this was not posted on social media, this situation would not have taken place at first. So why will this customer be at fault? So customer cannot be at fault. The waitress for violating customer policy. Yes, the waitress is at fault. We ये ऑप्शन को होल्ड करते हैं. ठीक है. वेट्रेस ने अगर ये सोशल मीडिया पे पोस्ट नहीं किया होता तो दिस सिचुएशन वुड नॉट हैव अकर्ड. ठीक है. सो द वेट्रेस माइट बी द मेन कॉज फॉर सिचुएशन बिकमिंग अनमैनेजेबल. ठीक है. The management for not taking action against the pastor. Why will the management take action against the customer? This is absolutely irrelevant. A and C gone. The management for giving out disproportionate punishment to waitress. Okay, we'll hold this also. The management for giving out disproportionate. Disproportionate मतलब excessive. मतलब the waitress had done a minor mistake or say whatever she had got as punishment that was more than the mistake committed. ठीक है. So that is the meaning of this disproportionate punishment to waitress. Let's hold this option also. Now option E, the management for removing negative comments on the social media. Now management for removing negative comments from social media. Even if they were deleting negative comments, but still there were negative comments. So why will this be the main cause? Main तो ये नहीं था ना. Now let's see the option B and D. How to eliminate between them. ठीक है. Who or what is the main cause for the situation? अगर क्वेश्चन यहीं तक होता. ठीक है. Who or what is the main cause of the situation? Then B would have been the correct answer because this is the main initiation point for the situation or for this whole scenario to happen. ठीक है. But the question says that main cause for the situation becoming unmanageable. So our focus shifts from the situation to becoming unmanageable. ठीक है. Now why did this situation become so unmanageable? The management for giving out disproportionate punishment to waitress. अगर मैनेजमेंट ने उसको इतना उसको नौकरी से अगर नहीं निकाला होता. ठीक है. तो हो सकता है दिस वुड नॉट हैव बिकम सो अनमैनेजेबल. सो दिस क्वेश्चन कैन ओनली बी सॉल्व बाय एलिमिनेशन. ठीक है. नाउ लेट्स delve deeper into this particular question. क्योंकि we have eliminated A. eliminate A हो गया. B B तो नहीं होता. C हो गया एंड E हो गया. ठीक है. We were left with B and D. This was the main cause, but the question says that main cause for becoming unmanageable. ठीक है. मेन कॉज तो था बट इसको और बड़ा कौन बनाया. Which particular reason intensified this problem or this situation? The management giving out disproportionate punishment to the waitress. It is written over here. Social media and social activists came heavily upon management's ambivalent stand and firing of the waitress. These two were the reasons why this particular thing gathered such negative sentiments among the public. ठीक है? So, firing of the waitress, giving out disproportionate punishment to the waitress. So, this was a very tricky question. Now, let's see question number 26. The downward spiral continued for the restaurant as the management persisted in defending their actions and argued with those who criticized them. The management is still defending their stand, then whatever they have done is absolutely correct according to their laws and according to whatever ethicality or whatever they think. And this has led to downward spiral. That means the revenues or the restaurant's reputation has been falling, the revenue has been falling thereon. Okay. By the following week, the original post had generated over 18,080 comments. Very important, it started with a 10,000 comments, mostly negative. That means let's say mostly negative, matlab more than 50%. So it started with a 5,000 plus negative comments and it generated over 18,000. So the negative sentiments has been increasing very rapidly. Now, which of the following is the best way forward for the restaurant at this juncture? रेस्टोरेंट को अब क्या करना चाहिए? देखो रेस्टोरेंट से दो मिस्टेक हुआ, ठीक है। एक तो उसने वेट्रेस को फायर कर दिया। सो इवन विदाउट रीडिंग द ऑप्शंस, ठीक है, योर माइंड शुड क्लिक दैट रेस्टोरेंट को वापस वो वेट्रेस को हायर करना चाहिए, ठीक है। एट द सेम टाइम और क्या करना चाहिए उनको? सिंस दे हैव हैड बीन डिफेंडिंग देयर स्टैंड, दे शुड क्या करना चाहिए उनको? दे शुड एक्सेप्ट देयर फॉल्ट, ठीक है। दीज टू आर द line of reasoning which I will be going through for selecting and eliminating the options, ठीक है। वेट्रेस को दोबारा हायर करो एंड अपना गलती मान लो, ठीक है। Now let's see. Option A. Unconditionally restore the waitress to her former position and salary on the ground that she was never at fault in her first place. इसमें बहुत सारा कुछ प्रॉब्लम है। अनकंडीशनल रिस्टोर मतलब विदाउट एनी लिमिटेशन, मतलब यू आर सेइंग दैट द वेट्रेस वाज नेवर एट फॉल्ट, ठीक है, और कुछ भी नहीं, उसका कोई भी गलती नहीं है, उसको अपना फॉर्मल पोजीशन पे रख लो और सेम सैलरी दे दो ऑन व्हाट ग्राउंड्स दैट शी वाज नेवर एट फॉल्ट फॉर द फर्स्ट प्लेस। द वेट्रेस वाज एट फॉल्ट, शी शुडंट हैव वायलेटेड द कंपनीज पॉलिसी, ठीक है। सो शी वाज एट फॉल्ट, सो ऑप्शन ए इज एब्सोल्युटली इनकरेक्ट। Apologize to and reinstate the waitress and ask her to apologize for her breach of customer privacy and post both the apologies on social media. देखो, this option is beautifully crafted. It says that the restaurant should apologize to waitress and should also reinstate waitress back to the job, ठीक है। पहला दो चीज हो गया, मतलब वेट्रेस को वापस जॉब पे बुलाओ और वेट्रेस से माफी मांगो, ठीक है। एंड आस्क हर, and also what you do, you ask the waitress to apologize for her breach of privacy. Yes, she had violated company's policy and breached the customer privacy. So the waitress should also apologize on that aspect and post both the apologies on social media. ठीक है, रेस्टोरेंट अपना गलती मान रहा है, वो वाला भी apology पोस्ट कर दो सोशल मीडिया पे, एंड वेट्रेस भी अपना गलती मान रही है, वो वाला भी apology पोस्ट कर दो अपना सोशल मीडिया पे, ठीक है। सो दिस ऑप्शन परफेक्टली goes along with my line of reasoning that waitress को वापस जॉब पे ले लो और रेस्टोरेंट अपना गलती मान लो, ठीक है। दोनों प्रॉब्लम से सॉल्व हो रहा है, सो बी शुड बी द आंसर। बट we should also see that why C, D, and E should not be the answer. Reinstate the waitress provided she apologized for her breach of customer privacy and post that apology on restaurant social media page. यहाँ पे सिर्फ एक चीज हो रहा है, you are asking only the waitress to apologize for a breach of customer privacy and you will only bring her back to the job only if she apologizes, ठीक है। मतलब 100% फॉल्ट किसका है? द रेस्टोरेंट इज थिंकिंग दैट 100% फॉल्ट किसका है? ये वेट्रेस का ही है, ठीक है। तो इससे क्या पता चल रहा है मेरे को? द रेस्टोरेंट आर स्टिल एट देयर ओरिजिनल स्टैंड दैट दे आर नॉट एट फॉल्ट, ठीक है। बट वी वेरी वेल नो दैट रेस्टोरेंट को अपना गलती मानना चाहिए, इसलिए सी शुड नॉट बी द आंसर। Reinstate the waitress if and only if she apologizes for a breach of customer privacy and post that apology on a social media page. Options C and D are exactly और 90% सेम, ठीक है। तो डी भी नहीं होगा, बिकॉज दिस ऑप्शन ऑल्सो सेज दैट सारा गलती किसका है, वेट्रेस का है। नो। ऑप्शन ई, रिक्रूट टू वेट्रेस एट हायर वेज बट स्टिक टू ओरिजिनल डिसीजन ऑफ फायरिंग द वेट्रेस। देखो, तुम क्या बोल रहे हो, यू आर एक्चुअली स्टेइंग विथ ओरिजिनल डिसीजन दैट वॉट एवर यू हैव डन इज एब्सोल्युटली करेक्ट, ठीक है। तो एक तो ये नहीं होना चाहिए। दूसरा चीज, रिक्रूट टू वेट्रेस, ठीक है, ये तो ऑलरेडी हो रहा होगा ना, कि मैंने वेट्रेस को निकाल दिया, ठीक है। अब उसकी जगह मैं दो और वेट्रेस को ले आया एट हायर सैलरी, तो उससे क्या हो गया, उससे ये जो सिचुएशन है, ये सिचुएशन का प्रॉब्लम तो सॉल्व नहीं हुआ ना। नेगेटिव कमेंट फिर भी आ रहे होंगे सोशल मीडिया पे, द पब्लिक मस्ट बी क्रिटिसाइजिंग द रेस्टोरेंट, एंड मोर ओवर रेस्टोरेंट अपना गलती यहाँ भी नहीं मान रहा है, ठीक है। सो ऑप्शन ए इज ऑल्सो इनकरेक्ट, ओनली लॉजिकल ऑप्शन इज ऑप्शन बी। आई होप whatever I have explained is absolutely going into your head, ठीक है। You agree with whatever I have told you, and I hope your line of thinking has improved. चलो, see you in the next video. Thank you.